Hello, my name is Bailey Belisle, and this is an infographic presenting the information and data found on KSDE report card for USD 208 Trigo Community Schools, and this is to tell our story. To give a good background of our district and to start, I'd like to discuss who are we. This just gives us a good snapshot and covers our district demographics. We have two buildings in our district, one being the K through 8 building, and we also have a high school which houses our 9th through 12th grade students. This gives us a total district enrollment of 381 students. Being in Northwest Kansas, we don't have a lot of diversity when it comes to the demographics of our students. 95% of our students are white or Caucasian students, and 100% of our students are non-English language learners. When looking at the gender enrollment and gender demographics for our district, they are pretty close to the state averages. USD 208 here shows that 45% are females, while the state average is 49%, and we have an enrollment of 55% males, with the state average being at 51%. Our economic status shows a little bit of discrepancy with the state averages. Our economically disadvantaged students are at 33%, while the state average has a average enrollment of 49% economically disadvantaged students. So we have that higher population of non-economically disadvantaged students at 67%. However, our students with disabilities is above the state average. USD 208 has a enrollment of 28% when it comes to students with disabilities, and the state average is only at 14%. So this just gives a quick overview of the demographics in our district. Most of our information and data was pretty close to the state averages. When looking at where do we want to be and what we want to improve on, I really focused on improving student performance. Our district was pretty close to the state averages. However, we do have a lower enrollment, and so it's important that and totally possible for us to reach all of our students within our district and try to improve our performance on our assessments. The key on the following graphs will show different levels of level 1, meaning that the standard was not met, level 2, meaning the standard was nearly met, level 3, the standard was met, and level 4, the standard was exceeded. Now the first graph has USD 208 performance level reports, and it has both 2015 and 2016. And I put this with the main goal, or level 4 of standard exceeds, or the standard being exceeded at the top, to kind of give us a good visual that this is where we want to be with our students. This, the yellow or the second line here, means that the level or the standard was met. This means the standard was nearly met, and this being that the standard was not met. So in 2015, we had 5% of our students exceeding standards, while the state average had 8%. 27% of our students met the standard, while 25% at the state level met the standard. And you can see here that more of our students, about 50% of our students, nearly met the standard, while 44% was the average for the state. So a lot of our kiddos are falling into that nearly met standard, and you can see in 2016 it was at 43%, and we had a little increase on the standard met. But our kids here in 2015 were at 18% for not meeting the standard, and the next year we had 24. So there was an increase in students that did not meet the standard. And there was a little bit of an increase at the state average. But like I said, we are a smaller district, and so I think it's really important that we try to reach all of our students and see an improvement on those performance levels. So just some strategic planning and quality planning on how we're going to achieve those goals as a district would be to, first of all, increase our technology opportunities. Now, our school has recently went one-to-one iPads for our K through 5 students. So all of those students are able to use an iPad at school and to improve their learning. And then our 6th grade through 12th grade students are a one-to-one initiative with Chromebooks. We also, at the K through 8 level, have student learning plans, which the teachers all fill out for each individual student, and it lists all of the data for that particular student on all assessments given. So our younger students' Ames web scores, and the students that are taking AR and utilizing the STAR assessments are also have that information listed. And then our older kids have the state assessment scores, their MAP testing scores, all listed on their student learning plans that go from teacher to teacher or year to year. And that information is documented and analyzed from year to year to hopefully improve student growth and to see those learning changes happening. Our high school is also implementing a new program and utilizing a new program called Career Cruising, and this allows the students to keep track of their courses that they're taking all throughout 4 years of high school, what is needed for them to graduate, what electives they can take, and so on and so forth. It also has different tools for them to utilize when it comes to career planning. So they can take career aptitude tests, and they can also keep their ACT scores and all sorts of information like that for their future as well. So that would be the plan we are looking at to hopefully improve our student performance levels and hopefully get them more into the standards met or standards exceeded level. Thank you.